government, of course, allocation of gas. 416 on IGL, it's up about 0.4% or so at this point in time. The market is down about a 0.25% or so. So this is looking like, I mean, it's settling down. We have been trading for about 35 minutes or so. We're down 50 points. I think market breadth is still positive. I mean, 2 is to 1, 2.5 is to 1, 1400 higher, about 550 stocks lower. That's the overall advanced decline ratio on the NSE. So broader markets are doing just fine. Now, almost 8 months after the Vodafone-Idea board approved converting dues on account of AGR payment and interest to government equity, the conversion is yet to take place. Sources say even though the finance ministry has given the go-ahead, a final nod is awaited from the market regulator. Ashmit is here with more details.
The government had pitched the telecom relief package introduced last year as a catalyst for turning distressed telecom sector into a sunrise space. Now, while the industry has showered praise, one key component of that relief package is yet to take effect, even as we near nearly 12 months since that cabinet nod. Now, that key component has been the scheme allowing telcos to convert interest on deferred spectrum payments and AGR dues into government equity. Now, Vodafone-Idea opted for the same scheme on January 11th of this year, 2022. Now, the net present value of interest dues would add up to a little over 16,000 crores. However, nearly 8 months post Vodafone-Idea's decision, government is yet to convert outstanding dues into equity. Now, this equity conversion would turn the government into the telecom company's single largest shareholder as of Jan 2022. That would translate into a holding of 35.8%, which is higher than either of the two remaining promoter groups. Now, this was anticipated to be a long-drawn process. Any such conversion would require the nod from the finance ministry. Vodafone-Idea is listed, so it would also require the SEBI nod and finally the approval from the DoT. Now, in March, Vodafone-Idea had pleaded before the government to fast-track the conversion process. The company had claimed that it's in talks with various funds for raising funds, in fact, and that equity conversion would help in mobilizing them. Now, at the time, the company was seeking to raise as much as 20,000 crores from promoter groups and external investors. Now, with little movement in April or May, government sources revealed in the month of June that the equity conversion may be completed ahead of the 5G auctions. Now, we had learned at that time that due diligence had almost been completed and that SEBI's final approval is awaited. Now, in July, Finance Ministry granted its nod, pointing at a possible conversion prior to the 5G auctions, but the auctions began as scheduled on July 26th, with still no movement. Now, while the auctions were underway, the telecom minister revealed that technical issues had come in the way and that conversion will take more time. So, are there concerns that the government has on its mind? Well, the company has admittedly struggled to raise funds for its operations from either external investors or the promoter groups. The telecom's customer base has also been bleeding, has been eroding, with lakhs porting out almost every month. And these concerns are taking a toll on the company's finances with mounting losses. Now, speaking of the subscriber base, the first half of 2022 alone has seen the company lose over 88 lakh subscribers. The 12-month period ending with the month of June 30th of this year saw Vodafone-Idea lose as many as 1.66 crore customers. And for the 15-month period beginning 1st of April 2021, the company saw over 2.7 crore customers porting out. In fact, the last time the company added subscribers was way back in March of 2021. Now, expectedly, the financials are nothing to write home about. Since the merger, the cumulative losses are pegged at 1.68 lakh crore rupees. The subscriber base has fallen from 422 million to 240 million. That's down by 43%. Meanwhile, the total debt has crept up to nearly 2 lakh crores. Now, the effects of this was visible in the recently concluded 5G auctions. Vodafone-Idea's total bid of about 18,800 crore rupees looked bleak against Airtel's bid of 43,000 crores and Jio's bid of 88,000 crores. Now, the nearly 8-month delay in government action is at odds with the recent pace that has been shown by the DoT in execution of spectrum auctions and the fast pace of assigning spectrum to the telecom companies. Now, while the government leaders continue to cite issues, no clarity has emerged on the nature of such issues and the possible timeline for execution.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. Well, let's do